And a pleasant good afternoon, or evening rather, to you from the KXAN Live studios. I'm Billy Gates, and with me, typically I do sports, but in the kind of essence of fall, I'm branching out today. You'll understand why that makes sense in a second. I have Nick Bannin in here, a KXAN meteorologist for us, and we're talking about his recent weather blog about when Central Texas will hit its fall foliage peak. All those vibrant colors, like Central Texas is known for its vibrant fall colors.
Sure.
But Nick, thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate you. You just kind of give us all the idea of what you wrote about on KXN.com in your blog.
Yeah, so let me just start off by saying we're going to try doing this every Sunday. We'll call it Nick's First Warning, and it'll be somewhat of a look ahead to something that's going to happen in the weather or weather adjacent here in Central Texas. In this particular instance, we're talking about when the leaves reach their peak color as the leaf color changes here over the coming weeks. In other instances, we may be looking ahead months or several months or several seasons. So we're calling this Nick's First Warning because we're giving that extra preview beyond the 7-day in some way, shape, or form. Today, though, we're talking about fall foliage. And Billy, I lived in New England for 10 years before moving to Central Texas. And that is where fall foliage and what they call the leaf peepers, they flock in from all over the country.
That's a new one on me. I like that. I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so kind of just the same thing, just different coasts.
Yes, but leaf peepers is what they are actually called, the people that love checking out the changing leaf colors of the fall season. And they come from all over, especially into Vermont, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, upstate New York to check out the changing leaf colors. But we also see the leaves changing here in Central Texas too. Maybe they're not flying in from all over the world to check them out, but certainly in some aspects we can get some nice color here too.
All right, so let's get to it. You have some graphics for us to kind of illustrate your point.
Yeah.
So let's get to these here.
Yeah, so let's walk you through why the leaves change color, and then we'll get into when we actually expect to see the leaves changing color more and when they should reach their peak. So with cooler weather, the tree's chlorophyll breaks down, leaving other chemicals that cause some of the color changes. Now, it's not just weather that causes this change to start happening, but when you take out the chlorophyll in the tree's leaves, you're taking out the green color, and then what's left behind is the color that you see. And different types of trees leave behind different chemicals in their leaves, which give you different colors. So when certain trees have xanthophyll in their leaves, that gives more of a yellowy color. Carotene gives you more of an orangey color in the leaves. And then anthocyanin gives you more of a reddish color in the leaves.
Those are some big words, Nick.
Some big words. I had to practice how to say them here going into our little update. But the bright colors are more likely when late summer is dry and autumn has sunny days and cool nights. You want your nighttime temperatures chilly. 30s, 40s would be good, but not below freezing, because below freezing can sort of start to shut this whole process off. It's a very particular set of conditions that the leaves like if they're going to give us these really vibrant colors when we get closer to peak. And as far as the factors that begin to really get this whole thing going, while weather is a factor and it can impact how beautiful the leaves look and how vibrant, the thing that really gets them going more than anything else is something that cannot be stopped, and that is the length of night, which continues to get longer, the days getting shorter. That is a trigger mechanism for the chlorophyll to start leaving the leaves, and that doesn't really vary year to year. That happens around the same time, within a day or so, that you'll start seeing those earlier nights and those shorter days. So that sort of gets the process going. And then the specific weather aspects, the amount of rain you've had, the temperatures during the day and especially at night. Those are what guide you as to whether you're going to have a good season or not as far as the foliage goes.
And Nick, we're really around here. Sorry, I might be putting you on the spot here and springing this question on you, but I mean, in your experience, just being around the area, where around here are kind of like your top sort of places to go have a look at some of this really great scenery in fall?
So it depends. You want to stay away from areas where the trees may have been a bit more stressed. Stress on the trees can both make the leaves change earlier in some instances. Sometimes that actually makes it later, depending on the situation. Sometimes you got to get away from main roads and away from big buildings, although we had a great photo last year in early December. Right downtown, the leaves looked great next to some of the skyscrapers downtown. So you'll find that some areas are changing earlier if they are surrounded by some of those stresses or some of the hustle and bustle of cars going by. Other areas may change later. So, as much as I was exposed to the fall foliage and everything that goes along with it in New England, there are some small little nuances that are very hard to predict and hard to say that this area is going to be great, other areas not so much. But the more trees you can surround yourself in, especially a variety of different trees, the more a chance you'll have for at least finding some type of color that you like.
Right on. This is all great. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, you see it everywhere, right? I mean, obviously, fall comes, colors change, leaves change, trees are doing their thing.
Yeah.
But you never really get an explanation of why. Like, it just kind of happens. Sort of take it for granted.
Yeah.
So this is fantastic. Now, you can see Nick's blog here. So there we go on KXAN.com. It's right on the front page for you to find very easily. And Nick sort of takes us through kind of what we're talking about here. We're explaining what's going on with the science behind the leaves changing color, and I guess kind of thinking of doing these different weather blogs that you do every week. What's kind of your process in figuring out what you're going to do?
I think I'm just thinking ahead. What are people going to be talking about over the next few weeks? Because we want to give you the first look into that. And in this particular instance, we're still a few weeks away from when the leaves typically reach their peak here in Central Texas. So I want to give you that first heads up that you should start looking around over the next 2 or 3 weeks and pay more attention to your surroundings in this instance, because you may not see what's right in front of you, and that is the changing of the leaves. So I've got that blog on KXAN.com now. If we could switch over to the graphics, though, I found that we have a great new resource this year. The website explorefall.com have partnered with us in a way, and TV organizations. They do an analysis of the leaf change around the country, including up-to-date observations. They've also incorporating computer models, weather computer models, about what's going to happen with the leaf change going forward. And their latest report that came out toward the end of the work week, you could see the color there, all of Central Texas in the low color category. If you're trying to stay within the state and see some better color right now, the Panhandle is where we've got high color, peak color, and in some cases there, past peak, because you get closer to Oklahoma and into New Mexico. But we're here enjoying very little color at all right now. But the same website, explorefall.com, also issues a forecast for the color change. And by mid-November, we'll start seeing at least some moderate color showing up in parts of Milam County, a good chunk of Milam County, a little bit of Lee County, and into the Hill Country. So you should see here, mid-November is just days away, that we actually start to see some better color. First, in the Hill Country, but then as we get toward the very end of November, first week of December, is when we actually get the best color here in Central Texas. They also have a map of when the leaf color peaks, usually based on the last 30 years of averaging there from 91 to 2020. And you can see here that other than the areas of insufficient data, you can see that at least a good chunk of Central Texas peaks in late November to just around the time we get into December. And last year we had peak in early December. So you still have about 3 weeks or so until the leaves start reaching their prime coloring. So we do want to give you this early heads up that is just around the corner.
Yeah, yeah, and until then, I mean, if you've got your smartphone out or your camera or whatever you use to take photos, send us your best photos of fall foliage around Austin and the KXAN viewing area at reportit@kxan.com. That email is going to go to everybody in the newsroom, and everybody here will get to see your beautiful fall foliage photos. And who knows, maybe we'll send you a form for you to fill out, and maybe Nick here will slap it on the old TV and make you famous. That's pretty fun, right?
It's all part of the process. Yeah, we'll be sending you an email back if it's a photo that we'd like to share on air or online. An email back that sort of just states we would like your permission to be able to use it on air and online. So if you do send us a picture, just get ready for that next email to come from us. And in the meantime, you can check out the blog there. You refresh yourself on the dates that we usually see those leaves changing. Again, parts of the hill country will start seeing better color over the course of this week, but really late November and early December is when we'll probably see those much better leaf colors. Now, things can impact the leaves negatively. Drought is one of them, but we have had recent rains that have helped. And then we've also had some chilly nights lately too, which again helped to improve the color. We've even had some areas dip to almost freezing. Below freezing is not good for the leaf color, but into the 30s should help for some good color. So my early prediction, and leaves are not exactly my specialty, Billy, is I think we'll be in for a pretty good fall foliage season as far as Central Texas is concerned. I still think that early December is probably going to be a bit better than what we're expecting here this time around, but if you look hard enough, you'll find some color.
I don't know, Nick. I'm ready to call you leaf expert right now.
All right.
I am. I'm sold. This is fantastic. So when you're enjoying your Thanksgiving with the family, watching some football maybe at halftime of a football game, walk outside, check out the leaves. See if they've done their thing yet. If they have, shoot us some photos. Send us an email. However you want to get your photos to us. Take care of it, and maybe we'll be able to put it on the air. So we'll leave it here again in about a couple weeks, right? Is kind of when
late November,
widespread fall foliage peakness.
Yes, that's what we're hoping. Late November to around the first couple of days of December, if things go as they have over the last 30 years on average.
Oh, okay. So just over the last 30 years. Yeah, it's not a huge time frame, right? All right. Well, for Nick Bannin, I'm Billy Gates. Thank you so much for joining us, and you can catch us again next Sunday at 5:45 here on KXANLive.com or KXAN Live, whatever. Anyway, Nick's first warning. For Nick Bannin, I'm Billy Gates. Thank you, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Good night.